When two of China's brightest stars finally revealed their real net worth, the internet froze. Not because of the numbers, but because of the honesty that came with them. It wasn't a glamorous stage, nor a glitzy award show. No screaming fans, no flashing cameras. Just two men, Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan, seated under the warm, dim lights of a quiet studio. For years, they've been the beating heart of Chinese entertainment. Flawless, charming, mysterious. Yet behind that perfection, fans whispered endlessly about their fortunes. How rich were they, really? Every few months, speculation resurfaced. Social media threads counted brand endorsements, TV dramas, music royalties. Some fans insisted Yibo's empire already exceeded 9 figures. Others swore Xiao Zhan had invested in multiple luxury properties in Beijing and Shanghai. But when they finally spoke, none of those guesses mattered. Wang Yibo leaned slightly forward, his voice steady but piercing. "People talk about money like it defines us," he said, "but I've learned it's just a tool." A faint laugh followed, quiet yet profound. Beside him, Xiao Zhan nodded slowly. "A tool," he echoed, "not the goal." In that instant, the entire tone changed. Viewers worldwide felt a collective pause, as if the curtain had just been lifted on something far more intimate than fame. Before success, there were nights filled with doubt, rejection, and loneliness. Wang Yibo, the confident performer everyone sees today, once lived as a trainee in Korea, struggling to survive in a world that didn't yet know his name. "I didn't even speak the language," he admitted. "I only had my will and a pair of worn-out shoes." He trained endlessly through pain and exhaustion until discipline replaced fear. That discipline would later become the foundation of his empire. An empire built not from privilege, but from perseverance. Xiao Zhan's journey was equally raw. Before stepping into stardom, he was a quiet designer, sketching dreams on paper while secretly wishing for something more. "I was never the type people expected to become an idol," he said. "But sometimes you have to leap, even if you don't know where you'll land." Their early struggles bonded them in a way few could understand. Both men had faced the same pressure, the same scrutiny, the same hunger for recognition. So when the host asked about wealth, they didn't see it as numbers. They saw it as scars healed and lessons earned. Yibo smiled faintly. "If your heart isn't peaceful," he said, "no amount of money will ever fill it." And Xiao Zhan added softly, "Real success is being able to sleep without regret." The interview deepened. The lights dimmed slightly. And then came the question everyone had been waiting for. "What does wealth truly mean to you?" Xiao Zhan spoke first. "To me," he said, "wealth means freedom, the freedom to create, to help, to live without fear." He revealed that much of his income doesn't go into cars or mansions, but into supporting young artists and charities. "I remember being scared of failure," he confessed. "So, if I can help someone believe in themselves, even for a second, that's the best investment." Wang Yibo, listening intently, nodded in agreement. "I like to build things, projects, ideas, teams," he said. "That's where I put my energy and my money, into something that grows." He described funding creative ventures, from film projects to environmental initiatives, not for fame, but to create something that lasts beyond his own name. The interviewer, visibly moved, asked if they ever feared losing their wealth. Yibo smiled slightly. "You can't lose what you never worship." And Xiao Zhan added quietly, "As long as I have passion, I'll never be poor." The air in the studio was thick with silence, the kind that follows truth. Within hours, the internet went wild. Clips from the interview flooded social media. Hashtags like hashtag Xiao Zhan Truth, hashtag Wang Yibo Wisdom, and hashtag True Richness trended across platforms in China, Korea, and Southeast Asia. Fans didn't just react, they felt. "He's not just a celebrity," one comment read. "He's a philosopher," another wrote. "I came for gossip, but I stayed for wisdom." In Thailand, fans began sharing Xiao Zhan's quote, "Wang Hanya Lat Bukan Tujuan," translated across multiple languages. In Indonesia, fan pages turned Yibo's words into motivational posts. For once, The conversation wasn't about luxury or gossip. It was about values, how two of China's richest stars could remain so grounded, so human. As days passed, their words sparked discussions beyond fandoms. Financial bloggers, educators, even motivational speakers referenced the interview. This, one writer said, is the mindset that separates temporary fame from lasting legacy. And perhaps the most touching moment came when a fan from the Philippines commented, "I used to feel jealous of stars like them. Now I just feel inspired to live with purpose." When the cameras finally stopped rolling, Xiao Zhan turned to Yibo and smiled. "Do you think people will understand?" Wang Yibo thought for a moment. "Maybe not all," he said softly. "But the ones who need to hear it, they will." That night, the studio emptied. The lights faded, but their words stayed, echoing across timelines, across hearts, across the very culture of stardom itself. In an industry where wealth is flaunted and perfection is marketed, these two men dared to speak of peace, gratitude, and simplicity. They didn't boast about net worth. They revealed self-worth. The true riches they shared weren't found in luxury watches or villas, but in the quiet moments of reflection, in kindness, in friendship, in freedom. Because wealth, as they taught the world, isn't about accumulation. It's about intention. It's the courage to stay humble when you could show off, the strength to give when the world expects you to take, and the grace to remain soft, even when life hardens around you. For millions watching that night, it wasn't just an interview. It was a mirror, showing that no matter who we are, we all chase the same thing: peace within. So maybe the richest people aren't those who have the most, but those who need the least. And perhaps, in that truth, lies the reason why Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan continue to shine. Not because of their fame, but because of their hearts. Because the brightest light is never from gold. It's from souls that stay genuine, even when the world expects them to change.